What is up, everybody? This is 10.6 area of regular polygons. And if we remember, regular means it is convex, all the sides are equal no matter how bad my drawings are, and all the angles are the same as well. And this formula holds true for any regular polygon. And the formula is the area is equal to 1/2 times little a times big P. And you may be wondering, hey, what are these letters? Well, we know big A is always going to be area, P is going to be perimeter, and little a is this new word we're going to figure out, and it is called apothegm. It's like saying opossum, but with a lisp. Apothegm. And let's actually define what an apothegm is. An apothegm is the distance from the center to any side of the polygon. So if I'm looking, my center's right here. Well, if I go to right here, that is going to be an apothegm. Alrighty. So for number one, I have a pentagon. And my it's regular pentagon. Just trust me on this. I know it doesn't look it, but it is. We have 14, creates a right angle, and it is 9.6. So let's kind of figure out, before we do anything else, we're actually going to have to figure out the perimeter. Because if we remember, our formula is A equals 1/2 times the apothegm times the perimeter. So let's kind of figure something out. Let's figure out the perimeter out to the side. The perimeter is, I have 5 sides, and each side is 14 units long, so the perimeter is 70. So when I plug stuff into my formula, I get A equals 1/2, the apothegm is 9.6, and the perimeter is 70. If I multiply all this together, my area is 336. And this is units squared. Again, you don't have to include the units unless I specifically give them to you. So, not too bad. Let's look at example number 2. It's still a pentagon. Each side is 23. And this is 15.8 for the apothegm. So we have area equals 1/2. The apothegm is 15.8, and we don't know the perimeter, so let's do that off to the side. The perimeter, 5 times 23. So the perimeter comes out to be 115. If I multiply all these together, I get 908.5 units squared. Not too bad. I don't think so anyway. Alright. Okay. Number 3 can get a little bit trickier. We're dealing with a regular hexagon, if only I can draw. Beautiful, beautiful hexagon, I know. I'm going to enroll into art school pretty soon. Alright, so the side is 14, and it gives us a right angle, and that's really all it gives us. So if we go all the way back when we were learning about interior angles, if we remember the equation 180 times n minus 2, well, this is a hexagon. 180 times 6 minus 2 comes out to be 720 degrees. So all the interior angles have to equal 720 degrees. Well, since this is a regular hexagon, let's do 720 divided by 6. And that comes out to be 60 degrees. So each one of these is 60 degrees. If you haven't figured it out yet, we can draw a triangle. If this is 14, well, half of 14 is 7, and this is 60 degrees, and this is 90 degrees, this has got to be 30 degrees. So I'm actually going to draw a little triangle out to the side here. 7, 60 degrees, 30 degrees, and let's try to get this exact as possible. We know our rules. If this is 7, this has got to be 14. And to find the apothem that's right here, we have to find the height of this triangle. Don't use Pythagorean theorem for this. This is a 30, 60, 90 triangle. Try to get it exact as possible. 7 square root 3. So I'm going to write 7 square root 3 here. So now, if I'm using my formula, A equals 1/2 times the apothem times the perimeter. The area is 1/2. The apothem is 7 square root 3. And the perimeter is going to be, well, we don't know. Let's figure this out. Off to the side, perimeter, well, 14 times 6, the perimeter comes out to be 84. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to multiply the 1/2, the 7, and the 84. And that comes out to be 864. We cannot forget about this square root 3, and then units squared. Just like I tell you, hey, leave it in terms of pi, leave it in terms of radicals as well. If you can break it down, break it down. We can't break this down, though. Oh, I'm sorry. I totally was looking at the other problem. 1/2 times 7 times 84 is not 864, it is 294. My apologies. Math is hard. Alright, for number 4, number 4, this is 24, and the nice thing about hexagons, you're always going to be working with 30, 60, 90 triangles, no matter what. So, we have the apothem, they're right here, this is right angle. This is always going to be 60 degrees right there, which means this is always 30 degrees. So if this is 24, half of that is 12. Okay, so this has got to, so if we know this is 12, we know the apothem, or the height of a triangle, is 12 square root 3. One half the apothem, 12 square root 3. The perimeter, off to the side, 24 times 6 is 144. 1/2 times 12 times 144. Quick maths tells us that is 864 square root 3 units squared. Don't have to include the units squared. I know a lot of you guys like to do that, so I'm just going to do it. Not too shabby. But what happens if it doesn't actually give us a side length, like number 5? Don't judge me. It's regular. It's not drawn to scale. Okay. 11 square root 3 is this is going to be a right angle. I'm just going to draw to a corner or a vertex. You know what? This is bothering me. I'm redrawing this. I need like stencils or something. That looks a bit better. Alright. From center down is 11 square root 3, and I'm going to draw all the way down to a vertex. So this is 60 degrees right here, this is 30 degrees, and that's 90 degrees. If this is 11 root 3, this has got to be 11. And if 11 is half of this whole thing right here, that means the whole thing, that's got to be 11, the whole thing is 22. So area 1/2 times the apothem times the perimeter. The apothem we know is 11 square root 3, and the perimeter, which we can figure out by doing 22 times 6, is 132. One half times 11 times 132 is 726 square root 3 units squared. Not too shabby? I don't think so. You guys are smart. I believe in you. Alright, number 6. Choo. 9 square root 3. Choo. 30, 60, 90 triangle. That's got to be 9. That's got to be 9. This whole thing is 18. The area, 1/2. Apothem times the perimeter. One half times 9 square root 3, and then perimeter 18 times 6 is 108. 1/2 times 9 times 108 is 486 square root 3 units squared. That's pretty much it. That's all I got for you. We will be having a short quiz on tomorrow. Yeah, Thursday. Please, it's going to be over 10.4 through 10.6. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'd be more than happy to help you out. Stay safe. Miss you guys.